Hello everybody and welcome to the Karmic Tarot. If you're new, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. Today we're going to take a look at singles readings for love, who's coming in next into your life. So I have pre-shuffled the cards and I have 3 groups ready. But before we begin, let's cleanse the space around us so that we may get clear readings. Okay, so group number 1 is going to be the gem. Group number 2 is the shadow. And group number 3 is the storm. Okay, take a minute to pause the video if you need to and come back and join me in your group. Group number 1, welcome. If you've chosen the gem, then this is going to be your reading. This is specifically for singles who is coming into their life next. Let's take a look. We have the Beaver. Sita. Big happy changes. Step out of your comfort zone. I think let me put this here along with the gem. And called soul gifts and training. It is time to step up. Let's take a look at your tarot cards. Wow, the 10 of Cups. The Mother of Swords, that is the Queen of Swords. Judgment. And the 2 of Cups. Okay, pile number 1. Let me just adjust this so everything is in frame and I will get back. Okay, so pile number 1 with the gem. You are being called upon to step out of your comfort zone. You have been very loyal to who you are and who you've been. You've probably come out of a relationship where you were extremely loyal and maybe the other person was not. It could also be a situation where this could be somebody you already know. But that's not a very likely situation. It's most likely a new person coming into your life with the 2 of Cups, and with whom you are going to be able to have a 10 of Cups moment where you've got everything that you've ever wanted. Sun signs that I see are air signs and water signs. It could be your sign, it could be their sign. It is also it's also predicting that there are big happy changes coming your way, and the person who comes in might not feel like the right person for you. The card, the gem. The gem is a beautiful, beautiful stone, right? Any gem. And how is it made? It is made through years and years of fossilization. And just like the gem, you're not going to find this person in a likely place. You're going to find this person in an unlikely place after a lot of digging. It's like the Beaver, you have actually decided you want a relationship. Group number one, you have decided that you want it. And like the Beaver, once they decide what they want to do or what they need to do, nothing can stop them from getting what they want. Absolutely nothing can stop them from getting it. So I see that there is a case of where you are going hunting for this person. You are not going to give up your hunt, but at the same time, this person is not going to be found in your normal hangouts. The cards are asking you to step out of your comfort zone so that you can find this person. The Mother of Swords or the Queen of Swords is a sharp, intelligent lady who uses her discernment very, very carefully and makes measured decisions. She's not a card of haste. She's not a card of jumping in or diving in without any kind of research or without any kind of background. She is somebody who will probably do all her research beforehand. She will make sure that she has everything that she needs before she takes that decision, before she takes that call on whether this is the right person for her. There could also be a situation where you may be represented by the Queen of Swords and you have come to this position where you have walked out of a relationship that you were very loyal to. It could be a marriage, it could be a long-term commitment, but you have walked out of this relationship because this relationship was not serving you. It was not the best thing for you, and based on your discernment and your situation, you've walked out. But now that you have walked out, I see a brand new love that's coming into your life. Now, it doesn't have to be love, singles, if you're not actually looking for love, and if you're looking for companionship and partnership, it could be that as well. But whatever is coming, it is dear, it is genuine, it is for you. It is not for anybody else, it is for you. What action? Let's just take a look at what action that you need to take right now to follow into this decision or to get to the point where you meet this person, where you meet the person that you're looking for. Let's just get the cards out and ask what advice, or rather, what do you need to do right now? What are the next steps for you in order for you to get to this point? What actions do my pile ones need to take? What actions do my pile ones need to take? Okay, what actions does... That's a beautiful card to get in a love reading. The Lovers and the Two of Cups. Pile number one, whatever is coming to you. I am so excited. I am so excited to hear what this is, who this is. Wow. Fool. 5 of Swords. And the Sun. Pile number one. Pile number one. Pile number one. Absolutely beautiful cards coming out. Okay, so what do you need to do? You need to break all ties that you have to this previous relationship that we talked about. Whatever this relationship is, friendship, it could be a situationship, it could be a friends with benefits, whatever the situation is, you need to end it. You need to break it so that you are able to find the right person for you. And no matter what you do, no matter what action you take, you're going to have a sun moment where everything that you've ever wanted is going to come to you. Everything that you've ever needed, wanted, hoped for is coming to you. Now, the Lovers and the Fool together, I love this combination of the Lovers and the Fool together, because the Fool itself signifies jumping in with arms wide open. You know, in the classic deck, in the red or white deck, you will see a person standing at the edge of a cliff, you know, unafraid, just looking out into the horizon, planning to jump and see how it feels or see how it goes. Definitely, yeah. And this is not something that you're going to find in doing what you normally do or in following your regular set routine. You are not going to find this person. The only way you're going to find this person is if you step out of your comfort zone, take that plunge into the unknown with your heart wide open and say, okay, I am ready for whatever has to come or whatever is going to come. But I see that the person who's coming in is a beautiful person. They are the right person for you. And I see there could be a lot of hesitation initially to get together with this person, or to become one, or to become a partnership or a relationship, whatever you're looking for. It could feel weird. It could feel like this may not be the right person, but in time you will see that this is the right person. You have, in a love reading, you have the Lovers, the 10 of Cups, the 2 of Cups, the Sun, the Fool. There cannot be a better situation for you. There cannot be a better outcome for you in this situation. Sun, there's a lot of energy coming your way, because I see the colors, and the colors seem to be hitting me very, very strongly, because these were more monotone, and these are literally like right up into your eyes, and that's kind of telling me that this is very, very different from what you are used to. Absolutely incredibly different from what you are used to. Let's just pick up some more Aunt's Angel cards and ask when. Let's just get some timing for you. When is this person going to walk into your life? Or when are you going to walk out of your comfort zone to find this person? I think that's a better question to ask. When are you going to step out of your comfort zone to find this person? Okay, let's ask. Cards. When are you going to step out of your comfort zone so that you can meet this person? Or when is this person going to meet you? Okay. Within the next few months. Okay, pile number 1. Within the next few months, you are going to meet the person that you will want to be with. Pile number 1, I am so happy for you, and I am so excited to see what is coming through. Do write down in the comment section below if you do find this person and what was your story. I would love to hear it. Before we go, I would like to read you the guidebook for the gem, because I think there might be some messages in there that is important or that could be relevant to you. The gem, the diamond, the gold, the inner treasure. There are infinite names for the gem. It is also known as the jewel, the star, the talent, the gift, the gold. One thing for certain is that it is found deep within a substance that is very much unlike it. For example, a diamond in the rough. Yes, this is a person that you're not going to find in your normal situation. You're not going to find them in your regular day-to-day. The gem always stands in contrast to its surroundings. You can't find it when you are among comforts and pleasantries. Precious stones develop slowly deep in the earth amid pressure and darkness. Discovering the gem requires a descent beneath the surface where there is no definitive map. Yet the longing to touch the true gem within us is so strong that we cannot help but seek out its radiance. Your gem, like your destiny, is unlike any other in the entire world. Keep digging. Pile number 1, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you've enjoyed this reading. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. I would love to hear what you have to say on this. And if you have any other topics that you would like me to do a reading on, do mention them in the comment section below. And I will see you in the next one. Thank you and bye-bye. Group number 2, if you've chosen the shadow, this is your reading. Let's take a look at who is coming into your life next. Okay, so we have horse. Beautiful, beautiful. Tantra. Forgiveness. Work through your fears. Stay grounded, Star Keeper. 5 of Wands. The Emperor. The Fool. 3 of Swords. Let me just check if everything is coming in the screen. Okay, pile number 2. If you are feeling especially triggered right now, if you're feeling very, very sensitive right now, I would request you to not watch this reading and come back to it when you are in a place of peace or when you're in a place of calm. Because this reading is heavy, pile number 2. I'm sure you know it subconsciously because you picked the shadow. So this reading is going to be heavy. So I see 2 distinct situations here. Let's start with the first situation. The first situation is this. So the first situation that I see is this is somebody, the person who's going, or what's next in love for you, or the person who's walking into your life next. Situation number 1. You already know this person. You already have a history with this person. You've dated. You've been heartbroken by this person. Probably cheated on by this person. There could be a third party situation over here. Could have been cheated on by this person. And the cards are asking you to look within yourself, to work through whatever fears that you may have regarding this relationship coming back. Sometimes when you end a relationship, you don't really end it because you're done with the relationship. Sometimes there are things that happen in the relationship that cause it to end. It doesn't necessarily mean that the person is a bad person or that the relationship is not going to work out. It just means that there's a lot more to work through in this relationship compared to another relationship. Again, now it is up to you if you want to allow this to come back into your life. Now, the second situation that I see here is you have decided to end that cycle. You have decided to end that cycle. You have decided to move forward and go and be the emperor, move forward and be the emperor and be the person who knows what they want, who's strong in their throne, who's sitting strongly in their throne. In terms of sun signs, I see a lot of fire energy, especially Aries with the Emperor. I also see a bit of air energy, but that's not too much. It's a little bit of air energy, but I see a lot of fire energy. And as fire signs goes, there's usually conflict. Now here there are two parts, not two parts, there are two ways that you can go ahead. The first way is to say, I'm done with this, whatever has happened, and now I'm going to take my next foot forward and say, I am going to move on. If not, if this is somebody that you want to work through, then you need to work through your fears. You need to look at forgiveness, forgiving yourself and forgiving the other people by staying grounded, by knowing who you are and what you're worth, and asking for that self-worth or asking for that respect to be given to you from this person. That is option number one. Option number two is say, okay, you know what? I am just going to move. I am not going to go back into this cycle of pain and grief and conflict and forgiveness, and again pain and grief and conflict and forgiveness. And if you're not ready for that, if that's something that you don't want to do, don't. Because I see the Fool over here and the Emperor over here is very clearly telling me that you know who you are and you know what you want, and you're not afraid to go after what you want. The Horse here as well is a card of freedom, is a card of momentum, gaining that momentum. No matter what you do, with this Horse card, with the momentum, with the moving forward, there is nothing that you cannot achieve. There is nothing that you cannot achieve, especially with the Horse here. Now, the Horse being here, standing, or it stands for independence. It feels like this could be a relationship, or it could be a long-term relationship that you might have come out of, and you're looking at what's next. That is a very high possibility. So I am my situation of moving towards this is the pile that has a history with a person that is going to be difficult to deal with. Let me just get some more cards for you. Let's just clarify with what can you do, or what do you need to do next? What are the next steps for you that you need to take, right? What are the next steps group number 2 needs to take in this situation? What are the next steps that group number 2 need to take for this situation? Magician. What are the steps? Strength. What are the steps that you need to take? The 9 of Cups. What are the next steps? Knight of Swords. Okay. So, next steps, next actions. I see somebody walking in. I see somebody riding in full speed, full steam ahead. Okay, who's going to be everything that you've ever wished for. Who's going to be everything that you've ever wished for. He or she is going to be everything that you've ever dreamed about. Everything that you've ever hoped for. Everything that you've ever wished for. And then you have strength. Now here comes the question. The question is this something that you want? Or is it a rebound? That is the question that I think pile number 2, when you get into the next relationship, you need to ask yourself. Because I see the Knight of Swords coming in very swiftly. Very swiftly. It almost feels like love bombing. Sometimes it almost feels like that. But this is going to be what you want. Maybe it is what you want now, or maybe it is what you need now after having coming out of this very, very painful relationship. Maybe that's exactly what you need right now. Maybe that's what you need to recover. Maybe that's what you need to feel better about yourself, get better, heal. And the magician and the strength coming out together again says that this is whatever you want to manifest, you can. And it's going to take courage. It's going to take courage. It's going to take a lot of effort from your side. So again, this feels like two separate readings for me. I feel like the magician and the strength is telling you that, hey, you know what? If this is the relationship, we're talking about the previous one. If the previous relationship is something that you truly, truly enjoy, then this is something that you can work on. It's going to take a lot of strength. It's going to take a lot of courage to do this and to get over this pain and forgiveness and fear. On the other side, if that is not something that you want to pursue, I see a Knight of Swords coming in very, very quickly. The Knight of Swords is fast moving. He has a goal, he has a mission. When I say he, it doesn't necessarily mean male. I'm just talking about the card. And the Nine of Cups tells me that this is everything that you've ever wished for. This is everything that you've ever hoped for. This is everything that you've ever wished for. And this is something that you truly want. Pile number 2, I think you have a big choice ahead of you. You have a massive choice ahead of you. And I am sorry, this choice is going to be so hard to make, whether to stay and try and figure out this current relationship or to move forward towards that Knight of Cups so that you can heal and get over this relationship once and for all. Pile number 2, let me get you some additional messages in case. Let's just ask some additional questions. Let's just take both sides, okay? Let's see if... Sorry, I just kicked my camera. Okay. All right, so pile number 2. Situation number 1. We're looking at the first situation. If you have to go back and work through this relationship, this previous relationship, what advice do you have for people in situation number 1? What advice do you have for people in situation number 1? What advice do you have for situation number 1? Success. There's definite success in situation number 1, where if this is something that you really want to work on and you really want to work through, then it is going to be a success. Now let's take a look at situation number 2. Actually, this is here. Cards, what can pile number 2 expect if they decide to move on to the Nine of Cups? Move on to the Knight of Swords and the Nine of Cups moment. What can pile number 2 expect? Improving health. Interesting. Anything else? Look for a sign. Okay, so looking at these two together, it's very clear that if you do decide to move towards the Knight of Swords and the Nine of Cups moment, where you're looking for somebody new to come into your life, and if that is the situation, then improving health could talk about healing, could talk about working on yourself, could talk about using the other person, or you not using, but with the help of the other person, improving your mental health. That is what I am seeing for you, pile number 2. Before we end your reading, I would like to read the guidebook for this shadow card, because it's going to be hard to hear, because this situation is hard. There's no two ways about it. The situation is hard. And I think that's okay. That's okay that it's a hard. 28 builds character, right? Or is that just an excuse that we tell ourselves so that we can face it easier? I don't know. Let me know down below in the comment section. All right, the shadow. The shadow. The unspeakable, the unwelcome, the denied. Okay, pile number 2. Although every card in the archetype deck has shadow potential, this card asks us to delve into the qualities of the shadow itself. We often think that the shadow can be purified, illuminated, and made right through effort and achievement. However, it is typically the case that our lofty pursuit of ascension and perfection is the very source of shadow material itself. By rejecting parts of ourselves and the world, we begin to separate from the whole. Rather than getting to know the qualities and content of our shadow, we busy ourselves with avoiding its presence. This is denial. When this card appears, it is time to take inventory of those things you've been denying. When the mind responds with no, anything but that, you are touching shadow. Find support for this deep inner work and move toward the shadow with patience and compassion. Thank you so much, pile number 2, for joining me today in your reading. I wish you all the best. I hope you are able to find some clarity and expect some changes in the near future. Thank you so much for joining me. If you've liked this video, please give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel, share this, and like and comment down below on what is the situation that you are in and what is it that you are going to do right now. Thank you so much, pile number 2. I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye. Pile number 3, welcome to your reading. If you have chosen the storm, then this is going to be your reading. Pile number 2, welcome to your reading. If you have chosen the storm, then here is your reading for today. Okay, let's take a look at your cards. You have the storm, fox. Isn't that pretty? Isn't that fox really, really pretty? Look at its eyes. Wow. Beautiful. Okay, let's take a look at the cards that we have. Lalita Tripura Sundari. Okay. Interesting. I remember. Remain positive. Okay. Pile number 3, sorry. Balance, spirituality, and practicality. Full moon in Pisces. Okay. The Hanged Man. The 9 of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles. And Page of Cups. Oh my God, this is such a beautiful reading. Okay, pile number 3. Somebody is going to walk into your life that is going to feel like home. It is going to feel like home for you. So Lalita Tripura Sundari is a goddess of erotic spirituality, of finding that sensual pleasure in day-to-day life, in day-to-day things. It's not necessarily sexual. This is not sexual, this is more sensual. And this is the god of erotic spirituality, and you have another card saying balance, spirituality, and practicality. This situation or this person that you have here is going to be very grounded. The earth element is standing out very clearly here with the Nine of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles. The earth element is very, very strong. So I see high possibilities of earth signs, and you have a little bit of Page of Cups, which is a water sign. So you have some water signs and some air signs. Even if you look at this, it says full moon in Pisces. So that could be important for you. It could be a Piscean, or you could be a Piscean. Either ways. Currently, you are in a position of rest. You are not rest. You have taken a step back and you're looking at things through a very, very careful eye, through a very, you know how scientists look through a microscope and they observe every little detail in the slide that they are seeing. They make meticulous notes. They compare the data of yesterday and today. That is what you are doing. Like a scientist, you are sitting in wait and just observing the universe around you and how it is moving. This person who's going to come in is being represented by the Knight of Coins. The Knight of Coins and the Page of Cups. This person is going to have a very, very dual personality. I see a lot of duality in this person. There is this Page of Cups energy, which is a young energy, which is a fling energy, which is a crush kind of energy. And then you have the Knight of Coins, which is the Knight of Pentacles, which is a very stable, grounded energy. So here again, I see two situations. It could be the situation A, where this person, where you are having to choose, or you are looking at both of these people. And if I technically look at it, you're also looking at this person over here, because you're hanging here and just looking at 1, 2, 3. It feels like you may have 3 possible options in front of you. But for the most part, I see one person with 2 personalities. For the most part, that is what I see. And this person coming into your life will feel like home. Will feel like home in the sense of they will feel, when you meet them, you will instantly feel comfortable. You are so used to this. You're so used to the whirlwind, the storm that keeps coming in and going out of your life. Literally, like just whoosh. Somebody comes in, somebody goes out. Somebody comes in, somebody goes out. It feels like that to me with the storm. But this person that is coming into your life right now, this is not somebody who has the storm energy at all. At all. There is no storm energy here at all. You have the Knight of Cups energy, which is a very stable, grounded energy. And then you have Page of Cups, which is a very carefree, happy, lovable, crush, fling kind of an energy. So it feels like this person who's coming into your life has both personalities. So the fox is actually a very, very enchanting creature, and it has a similar energy vibe as the Knight of Coins. It is smart, it is stable, it is grounded, it is wise. And every time I look at your cards, my eyes go back to the fox. My eyes go back to looking at the fox, because the storm and the fox are complete opposites when it comes to energy. The storm is very, very, it's like the Tower card in tarot. It's like everything is happening at once. And the fox is more of one step at a time, slowly, steadily, grounded in that energy. That is the fox energy here. The two of them together could probably symbolize the similar duality that I'm getting with this person. Again, even here I see duality. There are two fish swimming. There is a duality over here where this person has both aspects, and balancing this, you might get swept away in the sensualness of this relationship, but it is asking you to balance the spirituality and the practicality and to remain positive, because it could be that you have been in this hangman situation for a while now, where you feel like there's nobody there for you, or there's nobody that can give you what you want. But there is somebody who has, you are somebody who wants both of these. You want somebody to have that playful energy, have that flirting energy, the crush energy. At the same time, you want the grounded, stable energy as well. And this person who's coming in has both of those that you really, really want. Let's take a look at what are the next steps for you. What do you need to do next? Anything that you need to do next, or also if there's something that the cards want to point out, then we will ask them that. Pile number three. Anything else? Any other advice or the next steps? What are the next steps that pile number 3 need to do in order to meet this beautiful person coming into their life? What steps does pile number 3 need to take in order to be able to receive the blessings of their life? Okay. Pile number 3. Okay, this is something that's happening very quickly. It could have, you could be afraid of how quick this is happening, and that could make it a little confusing for you. It could make it difficult for you. It could make it confusing in terms of, is this the right thing or not? And you have to decide. You have to decide if this is something that is good for you or not, or if this is something that you want or not. But I see it happening very, very quickly. Do not be intimidated by how quick this is happening. But at the same time, be on your guard. Be on your guard and watch out for anything that does not feel real, that does not feel tangible, that feels very, very fake. Watch out. Watch out for those, because those are plenty in our world. So watch out for that. It is going to happen very quickly. You need to take a little bit of time. Don't be afraid of it, but at the same time, be aware of it. Both the 5 of Swords and the 9 of Wands are probably telling me the same thing. I mean, you have birds. This looks like the house is on a chicken rooster and it's walking away. So don't be afraid of this situation, and take your time to make that call. Take your time to make that judgment. Do not make a hasty decision. Take your time. Let's just get some additional cards and check some timing answers. When can you expect this to come in? Pile number 3. When can you expect this person to come into your life, or when can you expect this situation to come in? Within the next few weeks, pile number 3. Pile number 3, that's all I have for you. But before you go, I want to read out the storm for you once, because this may be something that you need to hear. It could be something that's continuously happening in your life that you might need to break the pattern of. Okay. The storm, the chaos, the whirlwind, the disorder. Possessing an energy much like the Tarot's Tower card, the storm undoes all that is. Everything that was solid, known, and relied upon is stripped away by the winds of fate. The ground becomes the sky becomes the center, and then the center disappears. The storm is a great equalizer. No matter how far we have come on the path, no matter our age, wealth, or wisdom, we can't hide from its savage winds. Their disturbing howls stir anxiety and make it impossible to see and think straight. You must wait it out. If you try to fight the storm, you will lose. A better option is to seek temporary shelter and a reliable friend. When all else fails, go within. There for a moment you settle into the eye of the storm. So it feels like that is your pattern. It feels like that is what you are used to. But what is going to come into your life is going to feel so different that you might have a hard time believing it. You might have a hard time thinking that this is right for you. So that's what I have for you, pile number 3. Thank you so much for joining me. If you've enjoyed this video, do give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel so I can do more readings for you. I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.